Hi everyone, welcome to Wiseish, your daily power boost. I trust that everything is soaring for you and moving in a way that consistently keeps you liberated. Have you ever been in a position in life where you've had to make a real important decision and you weren't quite clear what to do? Hands up. I have to tell you that did you know that every second there is an important decision to make in your own thoughts? Do I think from a place of virtues and intention, or do I think from a place of a lack of virtues and absolutely no meaning whatsoever? Every second in your mind, you are given an opportunity to make a choice. Do I think that or not? Do I feed this thought or not? Do I go down that road or not? Do I look at that person with this thought in mind or not? Every single second, you are challenged to make a choice. How does that make you feel? Can you imagine to be so in tuned, so aware of your destiny that you are responsible enough to acknowledge that your every thought counts? So let's just say you haven't really paid attention to 80% of your thinking. It's a fair enough number, I would say. So you haven't really looked at 80% of how you're thinking and where these thoughts are going. You're just going through life one day at a time. You get up in the morning and the only thing you're thinking about is, well, here's how I feel. Can I just turn off the alarm clock, go back and snore? Or you get up and the alarm clock goes off, and as you lay in the bed, you're feeling really lazy, or you feel like I could do a whole lot more hours of sleep, or you don't feel like you're waking up to anything that's exciting, but you make a choice, right? You either will make a choice to stay in the bed for an additional 5 minutes, an additional 10 minutes. You can only turn the snooze button off that much until it becomes annoying. And then when you finally get out of the bed, you go to the bathroom, you look at your ugly face with your hair sticking up if you have any. You're looking at your face looking all crushed up on the mattress or on the pillow, and you're like, ugh, what's next for today? So you look at yourself and you have to make a choice. Do you walk around the whole day looking like that? Or do you brush your teeth, wash your face, comb your hair if you have any, comb your hair and put it back? And what happens is that when you make such a simple choice as to freshen yourself up, you feel better, don't you? And it doesn't even compare to how you felt when you were slothful and lying in the bed thinking, I need a few more Z's. But the choice that you made to get up and freshen up, despite how you were feeling before, changed the way that you were feeling. So let's say you head to the kitchen after that, and the wonderful thing or mantra or ritual rather that you do is you put on that wonderful cup of coffee and you can smell it brewing. In the meanwhile, you're having thoughts. Some of those thoughts could be connected to memories of the past, and you have the ability to choose. Do you still want to think that thought? You could also be thinking what you have to do that day and make sure that you have all the things in place, like where you have to go, what you have to nurture. That's another choice to make. And the other choice that I've noticed at times is that you can just be having absolutely unnecessary thoughts and choose not to do anything with them. They're just thoughts. They come, they go. You're thinking about this one, that has absolutely no merit. And what that lack of choice does, it creates actually a spiritual weight in you, because each thought carries merit. It carries also weight or lightness. And if the thoughts that I choose to create in my own head are thoughts that are connected, does this thought make me free? Do you know how important that question is? Does this thought free me? How does that, how do you work that through inside of you? If you're looking at a thought and you find that in that thought you're criticizing, complaining, comparing, competing, judging, expecting, that's a choice that's going to definitely always bring you weight. You're just not going to feel like yourself. You're not in tune. But if you make the choice to say, let me check if this thought liberates me, if it takes me towards feeling more at peace, does it take me towards believing in my potential and my goals? Does this thought bring me closer to the essence and the fragrance of God's personality? That's when you know that's the right choice. Just like how you felt when you washed your face and brushed your teeth, when you got out of that lazy bed, that you felt fresher. In the same way, every moment you get to make a choice of thinking in a way of your power, thinking where your virtues are, thinking where your powers are, thinking where your light is, you will be a stronger, more assertive, more present person. One of the greatest gifts the human intellect has is the power to choose. You chose to watch the show today, didn't you? I'm sure it's going to do something for you. It's a choice. Every choice we make either gives us freedom or a bondage. And what I always recommend with people, and sometimes I can't always tell everybody the truth. Do you know why? They're not willing to accept it. So sometimes when I look at them making certain decisions and I can see their energy and sense what's going on, no matter what I tell them, they're not going to hear me. I sense they have to make that choice to go through what they need to go through. I've seen parents try to grow teenagers. And as much as the parent tells the child, please don't do this, don't go there, after a while the parent has to accept the child and just let the child go to make that decision. So I would like to recommend that you begin to practice paying attention to when you're able to choose those really quiet, private thoughts to change them from waste into wonder. That means, does this thought give me freedom that I'm having? Does it help me? Does it bring me joy? Does it connect me to lightness? Because that practice of thinking will also help you when the universe or the drama emerges, a really important decision in your life. You're so clear. When you have to go back and forth with a decision, never make a decision. Never. It's going to be a disaster. When something comes up and you're so clear, this is what you have to do, do it. When you're like, it's problems. I have proof. I have seen it over and over and over and over again. Choices made without the clarity or the fullness of freedom is a burden. There's some obstacle there. There's something that the soul will have to learn and deal with. And it's just a part of life. But the best choices, the best ones, are any choice. Whether it is to take you into a place of obstacle and growth and change that will be difficult, or a choice that you make that gave you freedom, ease, joy, power. Of course, those are the ones that I want to live off of, but I will not negate the choices that also were harsh teachers. Both are helpful. But try to see if you can move towards the choices that give you freedom, that make you feel a little bit like you're on top of the world. This is an easy call. I got this. It's like washing my face in the mornings, getting out of that slothfulness. So here's to you being able to find the confidence and the clarity to always make the right choices. Just choose, as you're about to have your cup of coffee, how much sugar you need to put in that coffee. Anyway, thank you for joining us on Wiseish, because a little bit of wisdom will always take you a long way. But also remember, nobody can take away your happiness. You give that up, and you give them permission to do it. And maybe we really are here to develop the ability to love one another the same. If we love everybody the same, there will be no hate. Thank you so much for joining us on Wiseish. Be well, take care, and make the right choice and tune in tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.